What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Wow, that was not fun to see at all. Just me dark. Didn't mean for that to happen. Oh, I am so sorry. Is everything working right? Yes, it is. What echo are you guys talking about? There should be no echo. Okay. Well, anyway. Okay. There is no echo. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Alrighty, well, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Most of you know who I am. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is KrimsonKreamer. Play video games. And here we are going to be playing Monster Hunter Rise, the demo, for the first time, to see the new mechanics, to see how this game looks. I am super excited. Monster Hunter is probably my second favorite franchise, next to, like, the Street Fighter franchise, and it's funny enough, they're both Capcom owned, so Capcom knows how to make them good games. Alrighty, but yeah, so let's start this demo off correctly. Text, voice, English. Do not turn off your Switch console. The save icons, blah. Time to read. You know what? I'm going to be the responsible person. Data collection and processing in connection to the game. We, Capcom Co., Ltd., Capcom, collect the following personal data on your gameplay in this game and use such data for the following purposes. Collected information. Identifying information provided by the platform provider. In-game sending information. Play data, such as region information. Log-on communication status, and transition information to purchase page. Purpose of use. A. To develop and improve Monster Hunter Rise and other games. This is for our legitimate interest in developing better products. To create statistical data where individuals can no longer be identified and use it for our development and marketing activities. This is for our legitimate interest in... I am... not the fine print. Interest in effective development and marketing activities. The data collected by Capcom is stored in a server in Japan, managed by Capcom and or the servers in Japan and or the USA, of the cloud service providers contacted by Capcom. Regardless of your country of residence, if your data is transferred outside the European Economic Area, EEA, For storage and processing data, Capcom will comply with acceptable data protection laws, including GDPR. The game is possibly... I'm not even gonna... You know what? Let's read this personal data again. No, that opens up the thing. We're not doing that. To actually sit through that and read that. Alrighty. You can only take on a limited number of requests in this demo. Number remaining 30. Interested. Online play will be disabled after the trial period for this demo, at which point you will have to use local play. Guys, I think you might be able to join me. I think that's what this is saying. Hold on, let me... That aren't orange. Is this demo multiplayer? Yes, we could actually play this online. Unfortunately, the demo ends February 1st. So, honestly, if you guys want to download this and, you know, seriously join in playing, we can do this right now. I mean, we get 30 missions together. I'm down. I'm 100% down to wait for you guys. We'll sit here, we'll chill, we'll have fun. Well, I'll honestly wait for you guys before we continue with this. Personally, I'm excited. Yo, chillin' is chill. Alright. Let's put on some music. Let's put on some background music. What music can we put on? Go to... Put on some 8-bit tracks. What other songs do I have on here? Let's open up these couple songs. Just to have stuff in the background. Alrighty, so I'm excited because being able to play this with you guys is going to be sick. Also got the Metal Gear Solid theme going. My day's been alright. Honestly, this music slaps. Yes, it does. Let me know if it's too loud, though, and I'll turn it down. Or if it needs to be turned up. Let me know, because I can adjust my sound from what I hear. However, it's not easy for me to discern what you guys can hear. So please let me know if it needs to be up or down. It's perfect. Great. is this encounter? This is... I don't think it's the Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty theme. I'm so giddy right now. I know. But no, I had a pretty decent day. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I sat down and did D&D stuff all day. I was making my D&D character for a campaign that I'm running with my brother and his friends on Tuesday, and I wanted to add my own character in because I always, whenever I DM, I always like to have at least one of my player characters in there to kind of just help guide stuff along and just to kind of just give some extra help with stories and stuff. And honestly, this character slaps because he's technically a recreation of my legit first D&D character. I bring the team down. Nah, it's perfectly fine, my dude. We're all gonna be on an even playing field with this game anyway, with all the armor and stuff. It'll be fine. They'll probably give us easy monsters to deal with to begin with anyway. But yeah. So, like, D&D character, basically, he's a reimagining a fixed version of my first D&D character, where my character was a human fighter. So basically, the character has the same name, but very different background and how he plays. So basically, he's a tiefling, which is kind of like the demon-looking person. He's got horns, he's got yellow eyes, and he's a... I made him a level 2, and he's a warlock hexblade, level 1 warlock hexblade, and then level 1 fighter. So he still has the fighter background that I kept from his older build, except he doesn't dual wield it now. He just does one hand. He just uses one sword, and because he has to cast with the other hand. But yeah, I really wanted to make a tiefling character, and going hexblade warlock is the best thing to do because I was able to roll 18. He gets a +2 to his charisma, giving him a stat of 20, which is +5, which is the highest you can go naturally. And then with hexblade warlocks, they use their charisma modifier instead of their strength or dex when they're attacking with weapons. So his strength and dexterity, I made a 14, so it's a +2. But he, like I said, he doesn't use that when he fights. He uses his charisma, which is a 20. And it's cool. And I just wanted to do one level fighter to get him the dueling fighting style, which gives him a +2 to his damage rolls. So he's a beefy boy to start out with a +7 to hit, and then a +7 on top of his 1d8 longsword damage. He's broken. Name was Zareth, and I think Flish said the backstory as well. Oh yeah, my guy has a backstory still. At least with the tiefling, I gave him a backstory. So the whole idea is that I also gave him the background of a charlatan. So he's a trickster. Like, you know, he's on the streets, on the corner or whatever, being like doing tricks for money. And like, hey, I bet if you can guess the right card, you can win all the money in the pot. But if you lose, I get to keep it all. That type of thing, which works perfectly with his warlockness, because he can do like little cantrips and stuff to like cheat his way out of getting stuff. But he's a nice guy, though. He's not a terrible person. He doesn't swindle poor people. He only tries to swindle those who are a little bit more wealthy and could use some loosening in their coin purse. Also, the theme that we have playing now is the Power Rangers theme, which I am also giddy about. But yeah, it works out perfectly because as a tiefling, he gets a cantrip called thaumaturgy, which basically he means he can make his voice louder. He could change the color and manipulate like small little candle fires. He can make noises like the sound of a raven in the distance or this and that. And then he could also make a window or a door slam shut or blast open. with his, which one, Krim? It's, Go-Go Power Rangers. But yeah, so his whole thing, like I said, he's a charlatan. But the whole other issue is that he also has a prosthetic right arm, like from here up, and that's because he had a wife who, it was him and his wife, and he was, you know, living his best life, and then he basically scammed someone who he shouldn't have, and in the middle of the night, whoever he scammed came, kidnapped him and his wife, took his wife away from him, and then cut off his right arm. So now he's on a quest to find the guy who stole his wife and cut his arm off. And along the way, he, you know, does the scamming thing, but like I said, he doesn't scam the poor, because up until that point, it was... Because, like I said, he always because he never tried to scam someone he couldn't... It's weird. I can't really explain it. Quark vibrations. You can manipulate air currents with vibrations. You can even change the shape of the fire. But yeah, so he's got a prosthetic right arm. But he, like, does, like, magic tricks and stuff, and he also does sleight of hand with it. Like, he has a set of marked cards, so he can, like, do, like, simple magic tricks and stuff. And he's got really good sleight of hand, so... He's basically like a sideshow magician, but a little scummier. Just a little bit. And he's also a ladies' man, too. His name is Raphael Arrowwolf. And he's kind of like he's kind of like my version of Gambit, like the Raging Cajun. He's got like the big, poofy like musketeer hat with the feather coming out of it. He's very. So this actual warlock is using mark cards and sleight of hand. Like, yeah, he does like the real magic, and then he does the sleight of hand magic too. Because I didn't want to give him prestidigitation, because there's better cantrips from the learn that's more for combat. Thermadirty is only because of his race. Otherwise, his cantrips is Eldritch Blast and True Strike, which, those are both fighting things. Thermaturgy is like magical stuff, so it's very much Sideshow Bob, like, you know, I can change his fire from red to blue, or... pick a card, this and that. If you could find the ace of clubs, I'll let you keep the money, and then changes the card last second. Yes, Gambit from Marvel. He doesn't throw the cards or anything. I could give him darts to throw. Mine is done in 10 minutes, okay. But yeah, that's one of my characters that I want to use. But yeah, I like the idea of him just being this... And that's the thing, is that he's not... he's a warlock fighter, so... The magic stuff is... for him to get money... and whatnot. And then he's more combat-oriented, too. Because, like, the campaign I want to do with my brother and his friends... And I don't want to talk too loud, because my landlord... his daughter is one of my brother's friends who's going to be joining in on the campaign... So, like, the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to get into the town. It's being overrun by cultists and stuff. And they have to go make their way to a keep. And when they make their way to the keep, they are directed to my character, Raphael. And they're like, because they're trying to look for other help to, like, help repel the cult from the town. And they're like, yeah, I think there's one other guy here. He's over there doing magic tricks in the corner, and I'm going to explain the whole thing that he's doing a magic show for, like, kids and stuff, and he's, like, you know, changing the fire, and he's, like, and he's able to, like, shake the ground and stuff, so he's, like, making it rumble underneath them, and, like, doing, like, simple little magic tricks for the kids, and then sees the party, whatever, and then joins them, and then we continue with it from there. But honestly, I'm really... Wait, is this Mr. Brightside? Yes, it is. But yeah, so I'm excited to bring that character to D&D. And I pretty much worked on that stuff all day. Making his little miniature. Because I want to eventually buy... Because there's a website, Hero Forge, where you can make minis and stuff. And I have a million minis that I want to make. But they cost... I think it's like $30 to $40 a pop for them to be colored in, too. So... it's going to be expensive wanting to bring those in. And then it takes them almost a month and a half to even be mailed to you. So, that, or I could buy the 3D model and then have my buddy 3D print it. And then I can color it in myself. But that's going to be too much work because I'm lazy. But yeah, let's get into the game, though. But yeah, so, like... I mean, it's very easy to make. Like, all you have to do is, like, literally just type in on your web browser Hero Forge, and there's your mini. Like then you can, like, design it. I love this. I love this so much. I love this Japanese theme. I'm just gonna rock out to this. Simple. This is great, and also I'm gonna say it looks good. Not as good as World. World definitely looks better than this, unfortunately. Like, things aren't, like, flowy like World has it be, but it still looks like a great game. I'm not gonna lie. While playing multiplayer, you can enter messages and chat with other players. Please refrain from using content that is illegal, offensive, personal, and could infringe upon others' rights. We bear no liability for any disputes which arise between users, either on an individual or group basis. Be aware that you bear total responsibility for your remarks and conduct. Play online. Create a lobby. Alright, we're gonna set a passcode for this shit. We're gonna do... Yes, it's D-pad only. We're gonna do 1994. Yeah, we're gonna hunt this thing. Hold on, let's... Hold on, let me... get this again. Okay, we're gonna create a lobby. Target. Great Azuchi. Language same. Passcode this. 4-digit code 1994. Well, like the menu stuff is D-pad only. Lobby ID is JK3KYS. I want to click on this, but I don't want to... hold on, let me... Passcode is 1994. Lobby ID is JK3KYS. I don't know how to tell if you guys are in. Everything looks super great. Alright, let's go Sword and Shield, and we'll go Palamute. Yes, passcode is 1994. We have 125 seconds for everyone else to join. Lobby ID is JK3KYS. Hacker voice, I'm in. 100 seconds left. Gotta use the hunting horn? You gotta use the hunting horn. I'm going with my trusty old sword and shield. Thing has never let me down. Always use it for most of my missions. It's good offense and good defense. Ah, you're going good old switch axe. Alrighty, and now we got everyone in. I'm using the big old doggo. Also, be sure to hit standby for departure. Alrighty, boys. Let's do this. Slay the Great Izuchi. Wave and riding. Hold R, press A to move. Attack with that and that. Evade with B. While wave and riding, Y is to dismount. If you launch a monster, you're mounted on the force the monster in a multiple state, letting you hop on, take control. Alrighty. Before we go anywhere, let us... Oh, hold on. Oh. Be sure to go to the supply box over yonder. Grab a potion and grab a easy ration. Those are key. Also, be sure to eat a max potion just to be safe. Alrighty. So far, everything does feel relatively good. How do you run? Oh! Oh, I'm Spider-Man! How do I mount the dog? Alright, guys, there's only one way to go. That's down. Talos, where are you? Oh, there you go. Hold L. Press down and you can ride the dog. So if you press L, and then with the right stick, hold down, you could ride on the dog. You also got a map. There's a monster in area 6. That's probably where we gotta go. So let's do that. Alright, holding R makes you run faster. I will say that. Hold R to run faster. And then also, if you want to ride on the back of the dog, hold down L, and you'll see shortcut 1. You press down on the right stick, and you can jump on the back of the dog, or hold A, honestly, because that's another thing that you do. By the way, we found the thing.
These are the hunting basics. Gotta sharpen while I thanks, buddy. Here it comes! Oh, this is bad! He's got eyes on you!
Alright. Looking good, team. Aw, shit, we got another monster, and we got this berry dude.
No more, Mr. Nice Guy. Good at this. Pay attention to your stamina.
I got it.
To me now. Time to threat.
I honestly don't know what I did.
Get after it.
I am in your debt.
If you guys... Alright, so we don't have to technically fight this thing. I love the voice acting for the characters. And just these monsters look so nice.
Use the whetstone. Get ready. That's my chance.
Also, guys, be sure to sharpen your weapons. That's also a vital thing to do. Ah, he sat on us. I should also probably say this isn't the thing that we're supposed to be hunting. But we're still gonna beat the shit out of it. There's literally 8 things. Alright, so technically the thing that we have to hunt is this way.
Wow.
So let's do that. As you all did a fantastic job just wailing on all of these creatures. Literally that thing had no, like, it was... That was cool, to just have everyone on top of it screaming out orders. I got this, this and that. It was really cool.
This one's gonna hit hard.
The fuck just happened? It's not easy, especially because it didn't really give directions to... Basically, the demo is for people who have played the game. Because it just kind of throws you in. Because this doesn't hold your hand like World does. And I'm realizing that as soon as we're playing. Like, it'll probably give, like, a decent tutorial when we get into, like, the actual game. But as for how this is working, I'm happy with how this game has turned out. It feels like a combination of older Monster Hunter with all the world mechanics, and I love it.
This is gonna hurt. You're gonna be fine.
No, you came down here anyway.
You almost got it. You're done for. It's getting weaker. This should fix it.
Let us move!
Hunting with you.
Weapons getting dull!
Alright, everyone good? Alright, let's go get this thing. He's right there. He's... Oh, you can fight on the back of the dog. I love it.
What's your health?
Do not give up! Brace yourself!
Alrighty. How do you sharpen your blades? There's a thing called the white stone. The white stone. You use that to
That's my chance.
sharpen your weapon.
Nothing personal.
I shall put this to good use.
No, it didn't really help out with explaining like how to do stuff.
Sorry.
And I'm sorry about that.
I'll put this to good use. Don't worry.
Always be sure to skin the animal.
Don't mind me.
But yeah, no, ultimately it's not like
Here I come.
you gotta play through the tutorial, honestly. I remember it's D-pad. Tell us what happened. You gotta use the D-pad because the analog doesn't work in the menu. But yeah, so generally speaking, you attack, like, you have to draw your weapon with, like, it's... I can't really explain, per se, how it all honestly works. So you have to draw your weapon, which is R or ZR. It's one of those two. And then your attacks is X and A. which I hope you guys are able to understand. I'm gonna go longsword. Because it doesn't give really good instructions. It didn't give any instructions on how to play. Once your weapon is out, X and A are your attacks. I think it's X. I don't know what Y does. The controls are so different from World. I haven't touched like a normal, like one of the other Monster Hunter games. Y activates your items. You can use X. X is like one of your main attacks. Also, I will say, when you are attacking the monster, you could be hitting other people as well and disrupting attacks, so that's a thing.
Mine now.
This game just looks so good. Let's see if I can run up this mountain. We beat the fucking shit out of it is what happened. That sucks, I'm sorry, Talos.
Now's your chance.
There we go.
Didn't even break a sweat.
We did it! Daddy needs a new pair of boots.
This game, it looks so good.
Good use what we have.
And I love how all the armor and weapons don't look...
Sorry, the duty calls.
I love how all the weapons and stuff look good and they look unique to each armor set. So, like, no two armor sets ever look the same and no two weapons are gonna look the same, like how Monster Hunter World did it. It just looks so much better than World. Not graphic-wise, because graphically World does look a lot better than this, but, like, design-wise, World, it wasn't pulling it off.
All in day's work.
Alright, let's try this other thing. Yes, we can. Well, no, you didn't get kicked out. You didn't hit yes, you hit no. Kingsman was the only one that hit yes. You guys forget that in menu, D-pad is the only thing that works. Because I watched it happen, too. I watched you guys hit confirm on no, and I'm like, they think they moved over. And that is not what happened. Yeah, at the end of the mission, it says, do another mission, yes or no. I don't know, can you? I don't want to try it. I want to wait until the actual games comes out to, like, try all the moves and stuff and to, like, learn all the new stuff. Because there's definitely stuff that's in here that has world elements, but not all of it. Because, like, there's just some things that aren't there. Yeah, that's also the new thing, the wyvern riding. They are putting a lot of emphasis on that, and I think that's actually a pretty cool mechanic, to being able to control the monster. Slay the Mitsune. Yeah, it just did. Look, because when I was on it before, it was like still fighting me, so I'm like, okay. Ultimately, I think there just needs to be a tutorial. I feel like we're missing something. I guess not.
Faster!
I feel like there's just more to the game than they show. So, like I said, when the actual game comes out and there's like a full tutorial, I want to sit down and... Oh, that's not it. Don't go this way. No. It's just like, no. This man's like, why did he turn around? Oh, shit. That is why. Now this... Hold on. I think we gotta go to where the top right is. Because there's 3 monsters here.
Fine now.
Oh, it's coming here. We just gotta wait here for it. Is it coming through the goddamn waterfall? Oh, I see it. That was terrifying.
This is for my fellow hunter. Careful!
Ow.
Take this! Be careful! You're done for!
Oh.
You're gonna be fine.
Oh, that just missed me.
It's got eyes on you. Hang in there.
This ain't looking good.
You're gonna be fine.
I'll make you regret.
How fire bow?
Pay attention to your stamina.
I believe you aim with LZ and then shoot with X or R? I can't remember.
Here comes the pain. It's coming for you. So close.
Also, there's only 3 deaths allowed. Guys, move over to yes. Move over to yes. Guys, move over to yes. What are you doing? Left on the D-pad or left on the arrow? Left on the D-pad or left on the analog stick? That's what I meant. Maybe your controller isn't working. That's all I could say. Properly. Yeah, no, Kingsman. Gun Lance is meant for defense. Like, you're meant to, like, lure it to you with your shield up, and then when it gets close, then start poking at it with the Gun Lance part. Honestly, all the weapons in this game... Yes, the passcode is my birth year, 1994. Yeah. So yeah, so also the party has a total of 3 lives for the whole party. So, yeah.
Faster, buddy.
Faster.
I'm gonna go ahead and scout for the thing. And then... yeah. There's a way to run up this thing with the dog. Yes, it's right here. Okay. You gotta run up the vines. The Antidodra. The Antidobra. It's like a reverse cobra. It's a cobra that shoots out the antidote to a poison. This looks so cool.
This is gonna hurt. Hope you've got insurance. Here comes the pain. This one's gonna hit hard. Get ready. Here comes the pain. It's coming for you. Don't let it get away.
I noticed that voice. That's a fucking dragon. Talos, I don't know where you are, but you have encountered a very different creature than what we were fighting. No, I fell.
Very kind of you. Pay attention to your stamina.
Oh, you were fighting the Rathian. I know that thing. Yeah. The wyvern-looking one, right?
It's got eyes on you! Placing a trap! Get ready! Targeting you! Believe what you said! We'll get through this together! Hang in there! No!
Guys, lure it over to me. I have a shock trap over here. We could paralyze it. There we go.
It sprung the trap! Hope you've got insurance! Use the whetstone! This is for my fellow hunter! Gotta sharpen while I can.
Damn it.
Better luck next time.
Oy. It's not easy, I'm not gonna lie. It's extremely hard. How reload? I don't really know much about like the gun lance and stuff like that. That stuff is... I usually stick to sword and shield, long sword, dual swords, bow and arrow, insect glaive, this one, charge blade, and switch axe. I'm gonna try this mission one more time. And we're gonna do duel. Alrighty, not to. I'm sorry, man. It wasn't like I clicked to get ready and then it automatically starts when everyone readies. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy. This is definitely going pre-order. I want to try to get the collector's edition because I think the collector's edition comes with like an amiibo. For some people, like, they're able to move over, and then others it isn't. I'm pretty sure they just gotta... It's a UI problem. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Excuse me.
I want to try to get better with the wire bug stuff, too. Oh, that's how you jump with the dog. Birds are helpful. The environment is nice. I still haven't really figured out much of it, though, but we will figure it out when we get the actual game.
There's the target.
Kingsman, when you bought the game, did you get all the DLC with it too? I keep on slipping and sliding due to the goddamn, what's it called? The bubbles it makes. Alrighty, hunting this thing down, getting to it, going through the terrain, catching up to the bucky monster. There he is, coming out of the cave. Gonna run up and hit him in the face now. Gonna jump over this and hit him in the face. Damn it!
What an embarrassment!
Alrighty, we got this. Ah, come on.
Don't let it get away! Let us move!
Good old monster hunter. The monsters just run away. I found you, bitch. I found you. Where you think you're going? You ain't going nowhere. Oh no.
This is unheard of.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a hard monster to fight. I think this is where I'm gonna wrap it up. I did some weird sliding ledge, yeah. Alrighty, so... and got fucking destroyed. Let's talk about how this game feels. No, it's not pre-order. Now, let's sit down and talk about this. Now, I personally enjoy this game, regardless whether or not it was a new game or not. Monster Hunter is always going to be fun. I like that it's tailored to both how the old game plays and a little bit of world mechanics. I think there should be... Unfortunately, as someone who plays World all the time, there's always hints in the top corner of the game and kind of like give you like, oh, what combo strings to go into. This game doesn't do that, and that's how Monster Hunter always was. It wasn't a very hand-holdy game. The game kind of gave you a basic tutorial, told you how to play, and then let you be the responsible person that you are to learn how to play and figure it out. Not even just to learn it, but like, here's the tutorial, go do it. It doesn't hold your hand throughout every little mission beat where it's like, oh, doing this attack opens up this combo string. Which I think that they should have, and there maybe should be an option for that. I need to look. We're into it. I don't think they're going to have it here. But overall, the game looks good. It doesn't look like a PS4 game, obviously. It's not the most graphically best game, but out of all like the normal Monster Hunter stuff, it looks really good. Being able to traverse a lot of the terrain is also very good, and that it's open, that there's no longer quadrants, and that going into each area is a loading screen. I hated that from all the other Monster Hunter games. That was always the biggest pet peeve, and I'm glad they got rid of that. Design-wise, this game looks great. I love the, feudal Japan, like the old school Japan look to everything, and it's very samurai, ninja-like. All the painting, the calligraphy, the music, the sound, the monsters that they use, it looks so good. And a lot of the monsters are based off of yokais and other mythical creatures. I really like that. And overall, I'm excited for this game. I'm really looking forward to being able to play this game, learn more things about it, and build a community around with playing with you guys, because there's a lot more monsters and a lot more armors and weapons to use, and being able to take the time to sit down and figure it out. I want you guys to be able to do that, and really the only way to realistically do that is to buy this game when it comes out. And I want you guys to have that experience, and it sucks that it's like, oh, well, I have to buy this game to learn it. Kinda, like, it's not a very easy hand-holdy game. Unlike Monster Hunter World, I'm not gonna... And when I'm gonna... Hold on, let me get a visual representation of what I mean, too. So, this game plays a lot like this game. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Now, this game is not easy. Comparatively to World is so much easier than this game. But this game has a lot more for it. It has a lot more monsters, a lot more, like, a lot better looking armor. Not everything looks like it's handmade and crafted. Like, it doesn't look like you took a metal sword and put the scales of whatever dragon you put on it, and then all the weapons look the same. No, this game and all the games before it all had unique looking weapons. I remember in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, there was a set of armor that made you look like a cowboy. And your bow and arrow look like a goddamn revolver. Like, that was sick. You ain't getting that in World. World doesn't have that. But you will get that in this. In this game, you get the better looking armor, the very unique armor. Like, look at all the armor that they even gave you, that they literally just gave us now. All of this armor that we were playing with these, with the different weapon styles and stuff, those are all beginning armor. And the fact that they have 14 different armor sets for you to use right away off the bat is amazing. That you have to obviously beat the monster, grind up on that monster to get that armor and those weapons. But again, that's 14 beginner level monsters that they just showed off their armor and weapons for. That's great. World didn't have that. World was very unique in its style and its look. Yes, when you got to the monsters that were classic to Monster Hunter, it did have their unique items to it, their unique things, but not everything was like that. And personally, that was not the thing that I liked about it. I felt the wind from outside open up.
Oh, okay.
So I knew you were home. I'm gonna wrap up soon.
Oh, whatever you want.
But yeah, so that's why I like the old Monster Hunter games. But where this falls through, and this game too, is that it's not as handholdy as this. This game obviously tells you what you need to do, where to go, what combo strings do what, and a little bit more on how to play is in World. There is a area in all of these other Monster Hunter games where you can practice your combos and stuff. But, like I said, World does it in-game. With this, you kind of have to memorize all the combo strings and stuff. And for this game as well. But ultimately, I'm looking forward to this game. All the monsters, like I said, are very unique. Like, the flagship monster for Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, it's got, like, jet wings. Like, it doesn't flap its wings. It propels itself with jets. And it's sick. Like Coolio sick. Like, Coolio sick. Meanwhile, Monster Hunter World didn't really have that. It didn't have... It had unique monsters for its game, but they were mostly wyverns, fanged... You had winged wyverns, fanged wyverns, and elder dragons. That was all that Monster Hunter World had. Monster Hunter Generations and Monster Hunter Rise, they have, you know, bears, snakes, spiders, monkeys, everything in between, weirdo monsters, dragons, the wyverns. It has all the good, unique monsters are made for these games alone. Not for World, but for these games. World didn't give us that experience, unfortunately. And I wish that it did, and I wish that with moving forward with Monster Hunter they would do that. But the reason why they're not doing it with Monster Hunter and they do it with these games, and why these games work the way they do and why they're able to add so many monsters, is because they're literally being able to take the assets from the previous games and implement it into this game. You couldn't do that with World. World, they had to design all the new creatures by... Like, they had to redesign all the creatures for World. Which is why we got so many low creatures, and kind of like why all of them were kind of just like copy and paste with the models and stuff, or at least on the skeletons. At least that was the case. Give me 1 second. But like I said, with all the other Monster Hunter games, though, they were able to pull their assets from the previous game and just pretty much copy and paste it and maybe update it a little bit here or there. They definitely updated it within this game, and they added all the Monster Hunter World monsters into Rise, which I'm glad that they did. And obviously they're not going to look as good as they did in Monster Hunter World, but that's the idea, is that this game wasn't always meant to be the graphically best looking. It was meant to give you the experience of going out, hunting, scavenging, playing with a co-op crew, taking down these huge monsters in a tactical team formation. This guy goes archer, this one goes, you know, with the DPS, this one goes defense, and this one goes support. That is what Monster Hunter is. And with all the unique monsters and being able to have all these different abilities and stuff, because you have to remember that also with all the armor and stuff, you gain different abilities and effects as well. So each monster has its own set of armor, and each set of armor has its own unique abilities. That's great. That's amazing, and I can't wait to explore that with this game. And being able to get all the old monster items along with all the new ones. I'm excited. Will we have a Gen Moran? We probably will. We probably will get one. Lead me to the Nintendo section now. Hold on. Let me get... Where's my phone? I just had it. KrimsonKreamer, Monster Hunter Extraordinaire. Thank you. It's literally just one of the monsters from Monster Hunter. It's a giant elder dragon. Can't really show it, but it's a huge elder dragon. And that's the other thing. The scale of the dragons in all of Monster Hunter Generations and stuff were huge. There's literally... there's one monster in Monster Hunter that freaks me out, and it's because it's big. What is the one that's like the... So basically, in Monster Hunter World, in the, oh, I can't remember the place. The Rotten Vale. Allegedly, the Rotten Vale, the entirety of that map is the inside of an Elder Dragon. The speculation was how that map was made is that it's an Elder Dragon's corpse that you are inside. Yeah. And that monster does exist in Monster Hunter. It's not like it's a fake made-up monster that they were like, oh, speculating. No, the design is based off of one that already existed. And I can't remember the name of it, but, oh. Dalamar, that's what it is. The Dalamador. This thing is huge. I don't know if you could see it there as my green screen completely wrecks itself, but this thing is so big that it takes up the entirety of the map when you fight it. So yeah, in comparison, this thing is 720 feet large. Compared to a blue whale that they are comparing it to, a realistic whale, a blue whale is 100 feet. This thing is 720. Compared to... Come on. Make bigger. Come on. How do we do this? I literally just did it before. Alright, let me just add it to my photos and I'll just make it bigger. And that's not even including... Like, it's so much... It's 15 times the size of Earth's largest animal, the blue whale. Like, I lied. I lied. It wasn't 720 feet. It's 1,445. The 720 is just what it's showing. Dalamador. Like, they're huge. they're freaking huge. Yeah, it's a snake dragon. Yeah, it's big. They're huge. They're the biggest elder dragons I've ever seen. They're so huge. They're the massivest elder dragons in all of Monster Hunter. They made entire civilizations around these things. They built walls with the bones and skin of these dragons. They're huge. Yeah. 1,445 feet. It's so big my hood comes off every time I talk about it. It's huge. And that's just started. Like, that's... And that's just the beginning of the unique monsters that are in Monster Hunter. You got big snakes, you got little snakes, you got, like I said, dragons with jet wings. There's one that's entirely... There's an elder dragon that's entirely covered in tar and is just disgusting looking. Krim 2025. Yes, Natsu? A Gobu? Which one's the Gobu? Because it's been a while since I played all the older ones. Are you talking, Oh, that thing. I have not killed this in Monster Hunter yet. And I remember fighting the Cedius in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. The anglerfish? Nah. I have not... I don't remember fighting that yet. I'm excited for this game. I can't wait. And I can't wait to play it with you guys. I just wish that I would be able to transfer over... like armor and stuff from like my older games into the newer stuff. But I don't think they do that with this game. The nibble snarf. I think I remember fighting that. Yes, it's right here. Huh. Oh, I hate that thing. I hate that thing so much. So bad. Hey guys, I think this is where we're gonna wrap up the stream. But thank you so much for playing with me. Thanks so much for listening and listening to my opinion about this game. I'm definitely gonna get this game. Like my overall verdict is that it's a great looking game. It plays well artistically. It looks good. And I can't wait to play this game. And I believe it comes out March 26th. But you can play the demo up until the 1st. So definitely try to practice more while the demo is available in your own free time. Because you guys definitely have access to it now. We played together. So definitely try to practice this game in your free time. And then when the game actually comes out, we'll play it then together. And I can't wait to do that. But anyway, my dudes, I'm going to get up out of here. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. And as always, good gaming. God bless. Go beyond. And keep on keeping on.